many people here assume we are Thai people because when I meet people here, Thai people say in Thai language to me. I just wanna the first I want to say the organizer. I just want to thank for the organizer who get me here in the forum. I'm very proud not to be a presenter, but I'm proud to that I have chance to share some of my experience working as violence against women. My presentation focused on violence against women, but stress only the prevention strategy that we focus on the national policy to prevent violence of the government and go forward to their strength and challenge, and we will looking forward to the involvement of the societies based on my personal practice. So, as we have known that maybe the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 1948, Article 2 states that everyone entitled to the rights without distinction of any kinds of race, color, sex, and language. It is with the purpose of elimination of unequal rights between men and women. It is as remember the keynote speaker stressed about the women to fight about the getting equal rights between men and women. It took many long time, and if we say the year of Universal Declaration and the year of the adoption of the Convention on Elimination of all forms of discrimination, is about 30 years that the community that we spend time to encourage international community to take legal action on the prevention or on the elimination of all forms of discrimination. CEDAW conventions have ratified by Cambodian government in 1992, and it's just only Cambodian, but almost countries around the world that have ratified this convention. And the state party of the convention have to change their mind to include the principle of equality of women and men in the legal system, abolish all forms of discrimination law, and adopt the appropriate one to prohibit the discrimination against women, and establish the tribunal and public institution to ensure the effective protections of women against discrimination. To fulfill the duty as a state member of the CEDAW Convention, Cambodian government have include the goal to promote gender equality and women empowerment in the Cambodian Millennium Development Goal, and the sub-target 8 it also include the goal to reduce all forms of violence against women and children. Within this, public policy to prevent violence against women has been developed and implemented, such as violence on women focus on domestic violence, rape, human trafficking. We have a strategic plan, Niri Roadmap, and in every 5 years, starting from 1999, it's adopt and review this strategic plan. We have also the National Action Plan to prevent violence against women, and we have also the law on prevention of domestic violence and protection of victims. And also we have the law on suppressions of human trafficking and sexual exploitation. These are the policies that are taken by the royal government of Cambodia to prevent or to ensure or to eliminate all forms of violence against women. I focus here violence against women. I focus here just only domestic violence, rape, and human trafficking, not other form of violence on women in community. No. Talking about the national public policy to prevent violence, I want to focus more on national action plan to prevent violence on women. This national action plan has 4 strategies. That the first one is to raise public awareness that focus on create a message or create document and educate the target group and provide the public education. The third is improving service. The service here is focused on health service, legal service, and social service. The third one is improving the policy and law. For this step, we have to get assessment and provide recommendation and seeking advocacy to support amendment the law. The fourth is capacity building. The capacity building is provided especially to the implementer that we provide training to agency and all competent officer of the government. Strategy plan Neri Ratana. Now in Cambodia we have the third strategy plan on Neri Ratana. This strategy plan on Neri Ratana focus on the strategic area that we want to include gender perspective in the economic, education, legal protection, health and nutrition, women in public decision making and politics. For economic empowerment, it is the purpose to ensure that women can access to labor area or to do access to their own business. And education is focused on to ensure that all girls or women can access to all level of education. Legal protection is to ensure that between women, girls, and men can access to equally to legal protection. Health and nutrition focus on reproductive health, HIV health, and the nutrition that can provide support health for women and girls. Especially now in Cambodia, they discuss more on the participation of women to participate in the politics areas. The government has to ensure that women can participate all in the politics at the national level and sub-national level. Gender mainstreaming program. The government has to ensure that gender mainstreaming in their national policy, any government reform program, priority sector, and CEDAW implementation. Cross-cutting area is focused on the strategy management, capacity development, and effective that women can access to the training course of management and how to manage effectively the aid from international agency to implement their activity focused on violence against women activities. National legal framework. Counting from the highest level of national legal framework, we have constitutional that willing to eliminate all forms of discrimination against women. Under that, we have a law on prevention of domestic violence and protection of victims, and the law on suppression of human trafficking and sexual exploitation. The mechanism, we have each national policy. We have the mechanism that for this one, I focus on the national policy to prevent violence against women. That the Ministry of Women's Affairs have to in charge of facilitate, collaborate, and promote a successful implementation of the project that to prevent violence, and provide competence and basic skill to all the institutions to enable them to carry out activity, and then monitoring the dissemination that support the concept of prevention of violence, and also monitor the victim who turn officially service for assistance, and also monitoring the quality of service provided by the government in health, legal, social field, as well as the impact of other related services. Working group on human trafficking, labor, and social exploitation of women and children was established to lead to promote legal education and dissemination of national and international instruments, and to monitor local authority, national police, military, and relevant institutions in combating human trafficking, labor, and social exploitation of women and children. Otherwise, we have Cambodian National Council for Women, which was established to monitor law enforcement consistent with the CEDAW. The strength and challenges of the public policy. We looking first for the strength. We have seen that public policy are the national policy. So they was implemented by government agency in the whole nationwide and used as a reference for civil society organizations which are working on prevention of violence against women. They was adopted based on evidence and concern with community, survivor of violence, civil society organizations, and whole of government to identify a comprehensive and coordinated response to violence against women. Had a strong mechanism which set up to implement, monitor, and evaluate of the activity. There are sustainable human results to implement activity or their duties, such as government officer or authority, and it was supported by international agency for a long-term process. For challenges, even we have a national policy, but the awareness of national policy just only higher at the national level and less and lower at the local level. There is a problem. Allocated budget for implementing activity. If we depend on the budget of the government, is just have a little bit. Nowadays we depend on the most fund from an agency. Knowledge of primary prevention. Not many people among the implementer who know the primary prevention approach and try to stop violence before it happens. It just use the response approach to resolve the problem after it happens. So it is one challenge, because I think that if we can prevent before it occurs, it's better than we resolve after it occurs. Unclear responsibility among the line ministry. We know that the Ministry of Women's Affairs is the lead chief of the implementation of the national policy. Otherwise, we have another relevant ministry to involve in the activity, and many of them still unclear about their responsibility. clear duty at the sub-national level, especially communal level, between the reconciliation take action or take a legal action on the case. Because I have to move on because I left time. So I want to go to my practice, but my personal experience related to prevention of violence. I don't want to state about my organization. I focus on our activities. Our activity is to empower women in economic, promote gender equality, and reduce violence. And men to have to be aware of rights and respect their rights. Why do we promote women participate in economic, women empowerment and the campaign? Because we see that many women who has experience of domestic violence and keep silent because they depend on their husband economic, their husband support for their living. So that's why we empower women in economic for women to have independent economic that she have take care after she have their own economic in the vision of reduce the violence against them. Focus on women empowerment and campaign to prevent violence under the title of encourage change in behavior of women and men toward gender equality. We have create a community working group on gender, which we train them, and after we train them, they have to provide what they have learned to their community. Through the dissemination by using various methodologies such as door-to-door visit, video forum, or group discussion. The group discussion is focused on discussion among the women that we discuss on what have happened in their family and share experience among women in the village. Good Men Campaign. Good Men Campaign is the campaign of the whole nationwide which cooperate between government ministry, international NGO and local NGO in the Cambodia. Which this campaign is to encourage men to participate to end violence against women. They have and this campaign conducted through sport media, dissemination, mobilize, quiz game, painting exhibition, serial performance or concert that focus on raising awareness, change attitude and behavior of men. We have a mistake that men respect girls and women. Men rejects any form of violence against girls and women. Men contribute to children education. Men share house call. Men talk to resolve the problem. Sustainable plan. This community-based organization will be created to maintain the sustainable resource within the community. CBO can maintain the financial resource through which getting from the revolving fund, which supported by NGO and saving group. One part of the interest from financial resource will be used as a social interest purpose, such as gender discrimination, prevention violence, health, food security, and so on. Challenges that we have faced: knowledge capacity of CWTG, community working group on gender, is still need more support. So the forward information or dissemination is still limited and getting limited resource. Capacity of for Khapa, women and children need to be improved. Financial situation of community people is low, so the willing to earn money for their family is more than the willing to participate in community or social work. It is very difficult to get people involved in the listening nations. NGO implementation social mobilization government campaign show different levels of knowledge and expertise about issues pertaining to violence against women, and it has been sometimes difficult to agree around common vision to tend to. The limitation of funds led to difficulty to ensure a nationwide coverage of the intervention as well as to balance the level of the intervention within the three focus areas of social mobilization. Mechanism for financial sustainability or CBO's operation need to be tested. Accounting procedure and mechanism for loan disbursement and follow-up have to be smoothened in order to ensure complete ownership. Recommendation. I have some recommendations focus on primary prevention strategy which should be included in the policy and strategy plan. Awareness raising of public policy should be taken step by step to sub-national level implementer and ensure that they get fully understand and can implement their duty. Should pay much attention on perception or stereotype of people on domestic violence is the internal issue of each family. It is not a common issue of the community. This stereotype could lead to more violence and more affect to victims because the first one can have to stop violence or stop perpetrator or help a victim are commonly community people. If they think it is not relevant to them, there would be more would be no one could have victim. Develop and ensure sustainable resource, both human resource and financial resource in the whole nationwide. Develop database system that can as a common system to ensure the data of violence against women. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Thida.
I want to explain this painting that getting from the government campaign painting exhibition. The painting is show the well-being of the family which have women and men equally take care of children. Thank you.
Thank you.